There's a certain kind of silence that doesn't feel peaceful. It feels heavy, suspicious, like something is about to go wrong. Maybe you grew up in a house where voices didn't just rise, they exploded. Doors slammed, words cut deeper than they should. And even when everything looked normal on the outside, inside you were always waiting, waiting for the next fight. And the strange part? Even now, when life is calm, your body doesn't believe it. Because when you grow up around constant conflict, you don't just witness chaos, you learn it quietly, deeply. And it shows up in ways you don't even realize. Here are 10 habits of people whose parents always fought and why they're so hard to break. Imagine this. You're in a room with people you care about. Everything is fine. Someone laughs, someone talks a little louder, and suddenly your chest tightens. Your mind starts scanning. Is something wrong? Are they about to fight? You don't even notice it happening. Your body just reacts. Because growing up, peace was never predictable, and that's where the first habit begins. You become hyper aware of emotions, not just your own, but everyone else's. You read faces, tones, tiny shifts in energy. It's like you developed a radar, and it helped you survive. But now, it makes you anxious in situations that are actually safe. Second habit, you avoid conflict at all costs. Even when something bothers you, even when you're right, you'd rather stay quiet than risk things getting ugly. Because in your mind, conflict doesn't mean discussion, it means damage. It means yelling. It means losing control. So you shrink. You agree. You keep the peace, even if it costs you your voice. Third, you feel responsible for other people's emotions. If someone is upset, you feel like it's your job to fix it, to calm them down, to make things okay again. Because as a child, maybe you tried to be the peacemaker. Maybe you stepped in, distracted, apologized, softened things. And even if it didn't work, your brain learned, it's my responsibility. But here's the truth you probably never heard. It never was. Pause for a second. Think about the last time someone around you was upset. Did you feel tension in your body? Did you feel like you had to do something, or else? That feeling didn't start today. Fourth habit, you struggle to trust calm relationships. When someone is kind, consistent, emotionally stable, part of you relaxes, but another part gets uncomfortable because it feels unfamiliar, almost boring. You might even start overthinking. Why aren't we arguing? Do they even care enough to fight? That's the twist. When chaos is all you've known, peace can feel wrong. Fifth, you overthink everything. Every word, every message, every tone. Because growing up, small things could turn into big fights, so your brain learns to analyze, predict, prepare. It's not that you want to overthink, it's that your mind is trying to protect you from something that isn't happening anymore. Sixth habit, you suppress your own emotions. You tell yourself, it's not a big deal, I'll deal with it later. Because expressing emotions didn't feel safe back then. It either escalated things or got ignored completely. So now, instead of feeling your emotions, you store them. And they come out in other ways. Stress, anxiety, sudden emotional shutdowns. Seventh, you become independent too early. You learned not to rely on others. Because the people who were supposed to feel safe didn't always feel that way. So you handled things alone. You still do. Even when someone wants to help, it feels easier to say, I've got it. But deep down, you're just used to having no choice. Eighth habit. You fear abandonment, but also push people away. You want closeness, but it scares you. Because love, in your experience, came with pain, with unpredictability. So you keep people at a distance. Not because you don't care, but because you care too much. Ninth, you feel emotionally exhausted even when nothing is wrong. That's because your nervous system is used to being on, alert, ready, even in peaceful moments. You're not tired because life is hard right now. You're tired because your body never fully learned how to rest. And the 10th habit, you doubt your own perception of relationships. You question what's normal, what's healthy, What's too much or not enough? Because growing up, love and conflict were mixed together. So now it's hard to separate them. But here's the part most people don't talk about. These habits, they're not flaws, they're adaptations. They were your way of surviving something confusing, overwhelming, and out of your control. There's nothing weak about that. But what protected you then might be holding you back now. Pause again. Think about this honestly. Which of these habits felt a little too familiar? Not all of them. Just one is enough. Because awareness is where things start to change.